Well, hello everybody, welcome back once again. You know it is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. I know you're wondering what I'm doing right now. Before we get started, I want to thank all my new subscribers that I just gotten, and I want to welcome you all to the family, and I want to say welcome to the community on JJ's PC Builds. Today, you know what today is? It's called Graphics Card Nightmares. But in the midst of doing graphics card nightmares, I wanted to show you all what I was doing for, my weight loss program. I know this is probably not going to be what you want to see, but, all I do is I make up my drink, which I'm doing now. That's one down. Let's see. Get me a fresh new one. So yeah, there's something that came in the mail on Monday that I was checking out, and I'll get to it momentarily. But I'm doing this kind of slow because I want to save the cardboard kind of fashion. And I'll show y'all why in a minute. They put so much glue around the rims of these. You just got to get your fingers in there and just, work it away from that rim a little bit. Oh, that was a struggle. Okay, this and your lid. They never put a seal in the lid. So, the top, what I do is I take the top, I put the inside towards the inside of the lid, and I work it around, and guess what I get? A seal. And no, I'm not going to put a seal on the screen. I know some people do that, but I'm not going to do that. That's going to be like annoying doing something like that. So what you want to do is you want to get all the gel packs out, and don't eat these. Do not eat these. That's to keep the freshness in there, and you work your way towards the scoop. Okay, so I know there's 3 gel packs that come into these. Okay, and believe it or not, that's how much you get. It would have been nice if they would have filled it up a little bit more. And since I already got a half a scoop in there, so I'm going to put 1 scoop. And I'm going to put another half scoop in there. So I'll put like 2 scoops in there. Now, you're wondering what it is. It's this 4th quarter energy. I got this from like the dollar store, for a couple bucks. So, I mean, look at that. That's what I got it for, was the electrolytes and whatever else it's got along with it. Y'all can look it up if this is something you want to use. That's up to you. I already showed you the name of it. Ugh. Now, I take my funnel and I put it in a used bottle. I clean these bottles out every time I use them. I clean them out, and then I put them on storage, turn them upside down in case there's any water that's inside it, so that way all the water goes to the bottom. You rinse it before you use it. This way you don't get any nasty stuff. And that's what you don't want. You don't want any nasty stuff in there. So now, this is the balancing act. I could have used the funnel to do this, which I should have used the funnel to do this. So, you grab the funnel again, put your funnel in there, and then you slowly funnel your water in there without dribbling it. So, That's what a funnel's good for. It's good for this. And this is all distilled water. So I have to make sure I don't overfill this. It would suck right next to my computer, you know. So yeah, this is how I make my drink mix, guys. Just enough so where it gets a little bit to the top. You don't want it all the way filled to the top. I guess I got to get some more water to do this batch here. So we'll put that off to the side for now. We'll put this off to the side for now. We'll take and make sure we shake the water out. Put that back in there. Put that over there. Okay, now make sure you got the lid on nice and tight, and you just shake, because it will sink to the bottom. And every time you go to get a drink of this, this is what you want to do. You want to shake it up, because all of the drink will settle to the bottom. So, and that's what I'm trying to eliminate. Once I get it all shaken up. And then you get yourself a nice little drink. I keep my cup. You guys see I keep my cup. This is the reason why I keep my cup. And no, I didn't get my ice today. Oh, slurping again. Yeah, we only need to fill it halfway. So, now that you guys see me do my drink mix, and we'll put that off to the side. Make sure you get your drinking snacks, by the way. So, this is what we're going to talk about. This is what I got from Amazon. Okay? I love how they say on the box, intelligent fitness equipment. So, I took it out of the pack so that way you guys can see that I got it. So, we got that. This one is for the chest. This is for your arms or your legs. Okay. You get 2 of them. And you get a charger. These are rechargeables. And you get gel packs if you need them. The gel packs are for when the stickiness and stuff on the bottom of this wears out. You can use these gel packs. And then once the stickiness wears out of that, then you flip it over and use the stickiness of the other side. So, comes with an instruction book. Instruction book, which is here. Shows you the model. Okay. And tells you only use it 20 minutes at a time. Now, I suggest before using this, you check with your doctor and you ask your doctor, we'll put that off to the side, if it's cool to use it or not. Okay, if you got a pacemaker, don't use this. If you have major health issues that you can't use it, don't use it. I'm going to tell you right now. I know what my health issues are, and I've already consulted my doctor before I decided to buy this. So it's best to talk with your doctor, take your phone, and, look up the intelligent equipment or, whatever, and ask your doctor, hey, is this going to be something I can use? But I'm going to tell y'all like this. I was going to do a video on it, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to turn around and test it out and see what my results are after, because you can see the beginning of the results. Now, because right here, if it can take this down to, give me toned abs, I want to see it. This is going to be the biggest test in the world for that machine. So I'm going to follow the instructions. It says 30 minutes each day to use it. And with it being rechargeable and not batteries, I mean, that's going to be a game changer for me. But let's go ahead and get to graphics card nightmares, shall we? Okay, we made it back. Hopefully you're sticking with me. And we're going to go ahead and jump right to what I'm talking about. Okay, before we get into graphics card nightmares, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the machine I got right here. So you can get something like this if you want it. It's only like 27 bucks. And you can test it out yourself. But like I told you again, check with your doctor. Make sure that you're able to do this. I would recommend you do that first before you decide to buy something like this. They got plenty of them on the market. Plenty of these on the market. So, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to test it out for 90 days. From now, not putting it on, getting it all set up and ready. I'm going to test it out 30 minutes a day, each day for all the way up to 90 days. And in 90 days, I want to see what it's going to do without me doing any exercising. I want to see if it's going to work. You guys can leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm testing it myself because I want to see if it really works. Me having a big BMI will put this thing through its test. And we'll see when we go through the test if it's going to work. As you can see, here, let me bring you guys back to the main screen real quick. As you can see, I got no abs at all. None. I could show you what's up there. There. No abs. Okay? Now in 90 days, I want to see if I get close to having abs with that device. If I do, then I'm going to tell you all it's recommended. But if I don't, and I don't even get nowhere near, then I'm not going to recommend it. So this is going to be the test of the machine. It's either the man or the machine. Which one's going to win? Y'all let me know in the comment below what you're going to think, what's going to happen in 90 days. Give me your thoughts. I do read my comments. And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to do this. Instead of me responding up there on YouTube and on the videos, I'm just going to, at the end of every video, I'm just going to read out the dailies, the daily comments. And that way, we'll work it out and make it to where I read the comments at the end of every video. So if I don't do a daily video, I'll go back from the day that the comments were made all the way up till that date and time, and then we'll just read through them. I'll read them out on YouTube. So this way everybody knows that I am paying attention to the comments. It's going to get to the point where, I do have 3 channels and I have to start balancing my time. And I figured this is going to be where I'm working now to balance out my time to where I can get a video in each day on either one of the channels. I'm still working on it. And yeah, I know I've missed a couple videos here and there, but I've had doctor's appointments and stuff like that too. So, I just want to get to the brass tacks of it all. And I know I've spent a lot of time, just getting us to that point. So, but anyway, let's move on. This is Graphics Card Nightmares. And let's see what's cooking. How about it? Okay. Now we're on Amazon. We're going to look and see what they got cooking. And I'm going to have a little hash pow with y'all. Okay. A little bit of a hash pow. I'd say a hash power, but AMD is going to be putting out a new generation of graphics cards. NVIDIA is going to be putting out a new line of graphics cards. And Intel is going to put out their lines of graphics cards. Something tells me this might be to where they're going to have that event in Las Vegas, Nevada. I keep forgetting the name. You guys can remind me in the comments what the name is. I keep forgetting. But they're going to have that big event, and I think they're saving everything up for that event. Don't quote me on it. They might bring it out beforehand and whatever. And also, too, just to let you know about what's going on with AMD's processors. They found a little something wrong with the AMD processor, so now the relaunch is going to be on August the 8th and August the 15th. There's going to be the launch, the official launch, what they're saying. They might change it. We never know, so we'll have to just work up to then. Everybody's saying the 31st, but we're getting posts out there saying that they moved it up to the 8th of August and the 15th of August. So it's either going to be the 31st, the 8th, or the 15th. Let's just get to the brass tacks. All right, let me minimize my picture here. There we go. So that way you guys don't see my big head in there. Okay. Now, let's go through the graphics cards that we see on the front page. Okay. As soon as I open up Amazon, I want to see what's on the front page. Is because I want to see the graphics cards that they're pushing to the front. You know, you got many pages to your graphics cards, for Amazon. I want to see what they're putting up front. That's the whole purpose of doing this. Not so much that I'm telling you this is going to be the better deals and everything else. I want to see what is being pushed up front. I know it sounds crazy, but, we have to know what they're really pushing up forward so we know where if they're going to push us great deals or they're not going to push us great deals, you never know. You might have to go through all the pages on graphics cards just to make sure you don't miss anything. But we're going to find out. So let's see. They got a 4060 OC for $382. And yes, I round up to the next dollar to make it sound a little bit better. 4060 Ti OC 8GB, 440. 3060 12GB, 285. 3050 for 175. See, with the 3050, it's got its room, but it's only 6GB, and this one's overclockable. It's a small one. It's a dual. It's an Asus dual. I use the Asus dual, guys, right here. You probably can't really see it, but I always show it every time. I use the dual because it's 2 fans. But I'll tell you what, it packs a hell of a goddamn punch for being 2 fans. And as far as temperature-wise, I have never seen this thing get nowhere near 70C. 70C. Never seen it get anywhere close to it. There might have been one time, and that was when I first plugged it in. But as I was balancing things out, balancing the CPU and the GPU together and making them run as in harmony, it seemed that the temperatures came down and it stayed level at 62C. Right now it's running at 33C, so I have no problem with it whatsoever, and it's definitely doing its job. And you guys forgot to tell me I forgot about the big cursor. I forgot about it. Yes, I know I forgot to blow it up. I know how you guys enjoy the cursor, so there it is, the big cursor. We got it in there for you. Okay. So 3060 for $297, 4060, $309, $310, $310. Okay, so far from what I've seen on the first page of Amazon is the 4060 and the 3060. Makes sense? So, 7600 XT, 580, no. 4070 Ti for $820. The 4070 Ti Super OC for $820. And you know, I was doing my research about that with the 5070 and the 4070 Ti Super. But looking at with the price that might come out with the 5070 coming out next year with the Blackwell series for NVIDIA, something tells me that they might have it at a $800 value for the 5070. Because of the performance and everything else it's going to be putting out is going to be quite equal with the 4070 Ti Super. I know you all are going to take and say, no, it's not. They say it's only the 4070 Super. Okay, but they're rumoring $800 for the price of that graphics card. So, if that's the case, it doesn't look like the 50 series is going to have any chance of selling. Well, it'll probably, the 1%ers are going to be buying it. We know that. But then that means the 5090 or the 5090 Titan that they're leaking out there, you know, the 5090 Titan is going to be about $2,700 card. And you know, the 5090 itself is going to be at least $2,200. And you know, the 5090D they might come out with is probably going to be their $1,800 to $2,000 card. So never know, they could have 3 lineups of the 5090. Now, the 5080, they could do the same and have 3 different lineups. In the 5070, they can have 3 different lineups. Okay. Something tells me this is the way this next generation is going to go. They're going to have each SKU with 3 different lineups. 3 different graphics cards on that same number. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not the first rodeo. They did it with the 4070. They did 4070, 4070 Super, 4070 Ti Super. Okay. They did 3. So keep that in mind. They might do it with the 50 series and do 3, 3, 3, 3 all the way down the board. And that way they can keep the price up high. So anyway, let's keep moving on. 6600, it's good. 6600, $210. I remember that being $179 about maybe 4 days ago. 7900 XTX looks like it's raising up in price. $1,144. I'm going to tell you something, guys. These new graphics cards, they're going to jack them up to the moon. And right now, they're going to be slowly raising the prices on their graphics cards now so they can make more money. And then when they put the new out, they're going to make more money. So expect to spend a lot of money coming next generation. It's going to be expensive. It's not going to be a cheap generation. I can tell you this. It is not going to be cheap. Oh, boy. 580. Look at it. Even the 580, a third-party card is, well, no, that's not a third-party. XFX. No, that's a first-party card. 580 GTS, $130, 8 gigabytes, GDDR5. That's if you're playing older games. Okay, let's keep moving. We got to keep moving. 4060 Ti OC, 8 gigabytes. Look at this, $440. $440. Now they had the 7800 XT a couple days ago for $450. And that's way more powerful than this. And that's got 16 gigabytes of VRAM. What the hell, man? 4060 Ti, 8 gigabytes, too expensive. 6600, too expensive. 3060, $300. Nope. If I'm going to spend $300 on a graphics card, I'm going to do myself justice and make sure I have enough to get me one of the good graphics cards. Like I did the 47. I got a 7800 XT and I got a 4070. Okay. I got both of them. That's before they came out with the Super and they came out with the Ti Super and all that. Okay. So don't judge me. I got it. I told y'all I got 3.5 years left with the 4070, and I'll tell you what my results are going to be in 3.5 years. Well, in the midst of it, I'm going to tell you all the way through because I'm doing the 5-year rule. Holding this graphics card for 5 years. 5 years of running it in my PC before I decide to upgrade it to the next level. So, keep moving on. $600. $600 for a 5700G. $600. Are they silly stupid? Selling a whole PC. That for $600. $600. For $600, I can get 4 times the amount of RAM. For $600, I can get a 5700X. But notice that doesn't have a graphics card. Nope. So, to beat the quality, for an extra, maybe what, $50 more, I think, I can get an 8700G and go up to the next motherboard, 8000 series. I can go up to 600 series motherboard, 8000 series chip with graphics, and get 32 gigabytes of RAM for the same price. So, but that there's an advantage. You get more RAM. So, yeah. Keep moving on. I don't know why I keep thinking about that and getting stuck like Chuck. You know, I got to keep moving on, man. 4070 OC. No, hell no. 7900 XTX. Vapor X. The reason why they say the 7900 XTX Vapor X, yeah, because the vapor chamber in the beginning on the 7900 XTX was all screwed up. So now they're going to use the Vapor X to make it sound better. Nice. Good try though. Good try though. $139 of 5500. That's a third party card. You guys know how I am with third party cards. I'm just not into it. $549. 100 more dollars, you can get yourself a super. That's what I would do. But moving on down the road to Newegg. Let's see what they got. 7800 XT. Ooh, let's go back. See this? $550. See this? $569. $569 with a $40 promotional gift card with purchase. So you guys might want to check in on that. It's a Yeston, 519 for a 4060 Ti, 16 gigabytes. So for $50 more, you get the 7800 XT, which I've seen the 7800 XT sell for $479. I don't think that's a great deal. So 6600, 189, 190. It's $10, $20 cheaper than Amazon. 580, no, 580, 6800 core, $600. Okay, guys, let me explain something to you. If I can get a 4070 Super for the same price as a 6800, the only difference is 4 gigabytes of VRAM. I know, sounds stupid crazy, but 6750 XT, decent, pretty decent. 3060, 289, 269 for a 1660, 4080. Look at this. 4080 Super was supposed to be MSRP $999. Now look at it. $589. Look at this. 1,500. Come on. Right there. $1,589. And that's a Founders Edition. Okay. Let's keep moving on. $5 promo here on a 5. Man, get out of here with that dumb stuff. They got that new game,
Buy select GeForce RTX 40 series, get Black Myth Huang limited offer. So get a 4070 from Gigabyte, an overclock version for $560, and get a $50 game, so you pay $500 for your graphics card. Not too bad. Not too bad. 2060 with the $3 off. Let's see. BioStar. No, that's too expensive. 7600 XT, 510. Let's see. 4070. These prices are just, wow, these prices are just like going up and up and up. And as you guys can see, with them going up and up and up, that means they're getting closer to the time of doing a big old sale. Wow, workstation, $6,000. 4090 Founders Edition. Look at this. 4090 Founders Edition. Refurbished. That's refurbished. Stupid. Total stupid. $25 off. Totally dumb. Okay, let's go over there to Newegg, because prices are looking, I can tell you this is becoming a nightmarish kind of thing with these prices. So let's go over there to Micro Center. They don't got anything available to ship, guys, from what this is saying. 0 available to ship, only in store right now. So let's see what's going on in store. 4080 Super, $999. They don't got a bad deal there. That's MSRP minus $50. Makes that $949.99, $950 for a 4080 Super. That's not bad, not a bad price. So that brings it down below MSRP with that free, getting that game included. If you already got the game, I do apologize, but nothing I can do about that. So 4070 Ti Super, $800 minus the $50 for the game. 7900 XT, no, I don't see any deals there. 4090, no. 4070 this might be a deal, because this will bring this down to $499.99, be $500 with the game. So yeah, that might be a good deal. But like I told y'all, I'm not really a fan of Gigabyte when it comes to graphics cards. Too many horror stories that I heard about graphics cards. But some people had their good luck with the graphics cards, some people didn't. So it's an even split with me right now. But I can tell you, even being an even split, it's still not jarring me towards them as of yet. I would have to sample their graphics cards in order to make that determination, but I can tell you by the opinions of other people gave me my opinion that it's not something to look forward to. Maybe in the future they'll come up with better or worse or whatever the case is. And I can tell you right now, wow, this one right here, 584, 585, and you knock off $50. I'll knock that down to what, 524, something like that. 4070 Super overclocked, PNY, right here. 500 with the game is 500. Let's say $530. So that's not a bad deal for a 4070 Super. That is not a bad deal. 4070 dual white edition. Knock $50 off of that. Bring it to $480 or something like that. 4080 Super. It's not a good deal. 4070 Ti Super. That's basic price, but it's supposed to be to where what was it? Well, you got the 4080 Super that was supposed to be $999, $1,000, and this one is $800, only $200 less than the 4080 Super. But a lot of people are saying that the 4070 Ti Super overclocked is doing almost as good as the 4080. So, but that's what they say. So, if you hear it from me, I'm just repeating what somebody else was saying. I'm not seeing those kind of results when it comes to looking at benchmarks and everything else. I'm not seeing that kind of result, truthfully. I'm not even seeing nowhere near that result. All right, we're not going to bore you with this. We'll go to the end and we'll just get through this, because it seems that looking at the prices is just nightmarish right now. They got some good prices, but they don't got the greatest prices. I can tell you that. They're not the greatest. There we go. Okay. So, final thoughts. Final thought. Micro Center had some good ones, I thought. But as far as Newegg and Amazon, I've seen maybe one or two that might be tempting for, somebody to buy. But as far as buying a graphics card right now, guys, I would just tell you, save your money. I mean, save your money. Wait until the next gen comes out from all of the companies like Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA. Wait for them to all come out at the same time. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. So save up your money. Don't buy right now. If you don't need a graphics card right now, and your graphics card that you got right now is running okay, playing your games or whatever else, and you got it balanced, and then just save your money until this next gen comes out. And here's the trick. Wait for other reviewers to bring out the benchmarks before you decide to buy. This way, you can see if it's going to be right for you. You're going to see if it's going to be beneficial for you to buy those cards. A lot of people make the mistake. Oh, this new card's coming out. It's coming out. And everybody jumps the gun. And when they get the card and they go to test it, they're like, what is this? And then they start doing returns. Okay, look, you want to help save the community and save the company, those companies, money about returns and everything else. Do yourself a favor. Don't be a Quaker Joe. Okay, don't be a Quaker Joe. And go buy a graphics card, try it for a couple minutes, and then take it back, and then make the company eat the bill. Don't do that. You're not just making that company eat the bill. You're making the other consumers eat your bill. So if you don't need that graphics card, don't buy it. Don't make this silly mistake and go and buy a graphics card you think that you're going to want. See, I'm shaking it again. And then when you go to try it, it doesn't work for you. That's why I say, watch the benchmarking. There's many reviewer channels with benchmarking. I even sometimes jump over to those channels too and grab their benchmarks and post their name on it. And, I put their name on it, and I put their, where you can go to jump over there to get it in the description. So I give them credit because they did the work. And also too is because I go by what I can afford. Like I've always told you guys, not every reviewer can afford everything these big channels can afford. These big channels can afford this is because they've been working up to that point, and they've been doing the same thing we're doing now that they did in the past. So think about it like that. They did the same things we're doing now, these big channels, to get to be successful. So we're working up to the point of to where we can get into, a big shop. This is my dreaming goal. Okay. My dreaming goal is this. Oh, all this slopping and everything else in the cup. Oh my God. My dream goal is this, is to get a big warehouse, not a big warehouse, but something like that. Something with decent air conditioning and everything else, to be able to put all the products and have, different sets and everything else, and being able to put the product out there, advertise and everything else. I do have a future for the channel, and I'm working towards that future. And I hope you all stick with me on this, and let's ride the wave together. Let's ride this wave together. I've already got a Discord. I do have a Patreon, but I'm waiting until I got enough subscribers before I enable the Patreon. So in the meantime, it gives me enough time to start building the Patreon up, with what it needs, or me learning about it and everything else. This gives me plenty enough time to do that. And it gives me enough time to work on everything else. So, but hopefully in time, I'll be able to hire somebody in to help me along with this journey. And everybody gets to ride the wave. Okay, now that we talked about that, what we're going to do now is we're going to take and we're going to go and look at some of the comments that were put on the videos. And I'll tell you what video it is. Just let you know. Okay, Lord Farquaad Gaming saying, my question is, why are they still selling 14,900K and 13,900K if so many things are faulty? Okay, now let me explain this. They're having oxidation issues with the 13 gen processors. This is what I know. They're having oxidation issues with the 13 gen processors. And the 14th gen is having microcode problems. So they're having microcode problems on 13th gen. They're having oxidation problems with the 13th gen, and the 14th gen, they got microcode problems. That's what's causing the high overheating and everything else. But there's many videos that were made out there how to reduce the amount of heat that's being put onto your processor. You kind of lose a little bit of performance, but what would you rather do? Lose a little bit of performance or lose your whole processor? And then be stuck there waiting week after week after week trying to get a new processor. So to avoid all that BS, turn it down. And also too, that they're going to be putting, the motherboard manufacturers are going to be putting out a BIOS update. So I suggest you take a look at your BIOS and make sure it's updated to the latest BIOS. And this will help you on your way too. And yeah, they're going to continue to sell the chips because they've already claimed, Intel has already claimed that they caught what the problem was with the oxidation of the 13th gen. They're fixing that. They caught the problem with the 13th and 14th gen microcode issues. They're fixing that. So until I get more information from what I hear from other reviewers, my friends, and, Intel themselves, make sure, because in August, they're going to have a microcode update for the 13th and 14th gen. So, but if you have any problems to where, it's just your processor's like on a complete blue screen, then you might want to think about RMAing that processor back to Intel. Or if you bought the processor from Amazon, RMA it back to Amazon and they'll take care of it from there. Okay. Or if you bought your PC as an all-in-one build, then contact where you bought your PC from and see what you can do next. Because if you got that processor issue, they're probably going to want you to take and ship the whole computer back to them so they can fix it to send it back to you. So you might have to get in contact with the builders of your PC if you got one of those instant build PCs. which is a lot cheaper just to get and build your own PCs. But that's the deal. And in August, they're going to have that microcode update, so that will help you there. And I know on that video, I forgot to mention about the oxidation problem on 13th gen. My bad. I know I mentioned about the microcode problem, but I didn't mention about the oxidation problem on that video. And looking back at the video, what was it? I think it was the Intel i9 14901KE sneaky release you didn't see kind of video. So I didn't mention it. My bad. Now I'm mentioning it on this video to sum it up. Okay, moving on. Somebody put on one of the Intel sneaky CPU release video. Can you please resume the 35 minutes, please? I need you to explain to me, what do you mean me to resume? Do you want me to make a second video to the new release of the Intel i9, the Bartlett S processors? Leave me that comment. Let me know about it. A lot of people are saying avoid the 13th and 14th gen Intel. It's like a plague. And yes, I know I kind of screwed up on the Windows 95 thing. I know that I said back in the 80s and it was 94. Actually, no. They come out with a test version in late of 93. So, yes, I know it's my bad and I'm correcting it right now. 94, 95 for Windows 95. Correction. So this way everybody's on the same page. No misinformation. Thank you for catching that on me. I know I say that, I'm so used to the 80s when it came to PCs. You can't, what are you going to do, right? I kind of say 80s and then, thinking the 90s. I know it's no excuse, but thank you for correcting me on that. And that was, you know who you are. It's kind of difficult to say your name, but thank you for correcting me on it. Much appreciated. Got another one. Herbert Werner talking about the unboxing of the RM1000E PSU. And if y'all don't know what the 1000E is, it's the Corsair, the RM1000E, the 1000 watt power supply. Mine came in the original box, if you're wondering, and I bought it from Amazon. I got it in the original box. Didn't come in a secondary. It came a box in a box. Basically, you get one big box and it's filled in with a bunch of foam and stuff like that. And then they put the secondary box in, which was that. So yeah, mine came in a secondary box. Hold on, I'll show you the box. Okay, here's the original box. This is the original box right here. So as you can see, I have the original box. So mine came in the original box, but it came inside with other PC parts too. So it came in a bigger box. So I got a box in a box, and they packed it really well. Amazon did. So I didn't have any problem with it. Now, if you got yours in a different box other than that box, then you got it refurbished. Because usually if they rebox it, that means somebody is taking it out of the wrapper, because there's a wrapper that goes around it. It's wrapped in plastic before you open it. So if you got yours in a brown box, then you got a refurbished. So just to clarify that really quick with you. I got one here. Nelson Trick says he loves the big cursor. Well, we all do, right? Okay. Love the news. Intel needs to open the floodgates on innovation and differing solutions. Sometimes the phoenix rises from the ashes. Intel needs this moment. Yes, they do. Once in a while, it's good to see that if companies have that moment to open up the floodgates and, because I want to tell everybody this. The power limits that are set in those CPUs are set. So motherboard manufacturers cannot go beyond that. The only reason they're having this problem now with Intel and the motherboards is because of the microcoding. Because motherboard manufacturers are going by what Intel sets and the microcoding. So if the microcoding's wrong, that's Intel's fault. Not the motherboard manufacturer. That's Intel's fault. Because they're supposed to set the parameters inside of those CPUs. And they've said this already. So this is not new news. This is old news. So, and that's pretty much what it comes down to it. And if you made it to the end of the video, which is much appreciated, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and also too, make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when I post the next video. And next time in the next video, you know what it is, and we'll see you on the next one.